Morning, YouTube family. Hey, this is Take 5 with Nanette, and we're going to spend a few minutes today looking at a nugget of information that has the potential to help all of us learn to change our perspective, the glasses that we look at things from, and learn to think for a change. Today, what I want to do is tie in, we talked a while back, we talked about the porcupine principle, which, if you remember, has to do with what are our options and not giving into the lie that we don't have any options, but instead being willing to look at all of them. And then the next time we had talked about doing a cost analysis and what that actually means, and how it means that we are looking at the benefits and the costs of each one of those options. Well, I don't want to leave it there. I actually, after I did that last Take 5, I laid in bed and I felt like I had left you guys basically with information that was not complete. So today I want to talk about, what do you do after you've done all that? How do you make that decision? How do you come up with making a choice? A lot of people know they have options. They know there's multiple things they could do, but they just get stumped when it comes to making the choice. Well, because I have a relationship with Jesus Christ and His Holy Spirit resides within me, the most important thing to me is that the choice that I'm making is the choice that He says is best for my life. It's the way that He's leading me. It works into the vision of His plan for my life. And so once I've done all that, basically I spend time praying over those. I don't start Xing out the ones that and trying to make a decision immediately. Of course, there's going to be some that you're going to look at and think, okay, that's absolutely crazy. I don't think there's any way I'm going to go with that option. And so you might be able to narrow it down to 3 or 4. But once you've narrowed it down to 3 or 4 or 2 or 3, how do you make that decision? That's when I take those things and I lay them at Jesus' feet. And I'm like, Lord, you see what I've done here. You see how I've laid this all out. But I want to make the decision that literally, I want you to lead me into the next step. I want you to lead me into the decision that works with your plan. And I sit on that with Him. And very often, it's like I kind of already knew what the decision should be. But I start paying attention to a couple things. And we're going to get kind of into warfare here. But I start paying attention to my reasoning mind. Because what will end up happening is my mind will start telling, if I start hearing all the reasons why, there's no way that decision can be God. And none of those reasons go against the Bible or basically break any of the guidelines that God set out for us to have a successful life. They don't really go against those or His best suggestions for our life. But I'm still trying to convince myself that there's no way that could be God. Or there's one particular choice and I'm trying to reason in my mind why that one has to be God. Those are 2 flags for me, because what it shows me is I'm getting heady and I'm getting in my mind and trying to reason something out. I don't want to do that. I want to lay those decisions before the Lord, knowing that no matter which of those decisions He led me in, He would provide for me and He would take care of me in the blessing part of it, the way that I'm going to be blessed by that decision, and also in the part that's going to cost me something. He's going to be there. I don't want to make a decision and, that I don't know that God's going to provide everything I need in both of those parts of that decision. I want to believe He's going to be who He says He's going to be in the easy part and in the hard part. And so I just want to challenge you to lay it down. Once you get to that place, lay it down. Be able to lay it down and sit with the Lord on those. Be still and wait on the Lord. And I promise you, if you're asking Him, I promise you, He's going to give you direction. Most of the time, we're not really asking. We're not really asking for His best in our life. We're trying to tell Him what we think it should be. So hopefully that helps you with the porcupine and the cost analysis part. And I just feel like that gives you a better picture of how that tool can work in your life. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you again soon.